favorite sports podcast. It's your boys here. No credentials. It's your boy AD.
Yo, it's your guy DC checking in.
What's going on? It's your boy Mike Lowry.
Yes. I'm excited right now.
Just watch a phenomenal game, fellas.
Great game.
Adrenaline is pumping right now.
And just to say, Marcus Smart, you just fumbled with the bag, bro.
Whew, we gotta make something for that. We're gonna have to say that for another day.
I tried to tell y'all boys months ago, man.
We got some stuff for y'all today. Jam packed today. Couple topics we're gonna talk about. NBA fans. And the players have run into some stuff. We got also injuries happening in the playoffs, as well as what else we got? Oh, MVP robbery. Woof.
Yes.
Just in case y'all didn't know, we got a lot to talk about today. It's gonna be fun. Guys, what we're jumping into first.
Let's dive into the fans versus the NBA players. So yes, if you have missed it or if you haven't been in tune, NBA players and the fans have been bumping heads for the throughout the season. Recently we had Chris Paul and his incident with Dallas fans and his mother and was his daughter too as well.
Yeah.
Sitting, I don't know if they were sitting behind the bench or whatever the case may be. Wherever they were sitting at, we did have a fan put hands on a player's family, and I feel like this is like the worst of the worst. And now the NBA needs to take action. Other than that, we did have Luka, who clashed against a fan in Phoenix. We had, I think y'all know this, Knicks fan spitting on Trae Young while he was during was it a playoff game
last year.
Yeah. Kyrie in Boston. We did have an incident with Russell Westbrook in Denver. Philly and Washington. We got Jazz fans. A little bit of racist comments against John Morant. And also a little bit of that's the NBA, but also in the NFL, we got objects being thrown, at NFL players and just racist remarks. So we definitely need to find a solution to this issue because NBA fans are feeling a little bit too entitled to getting close to NBA players. Like we're losing. I feel like people are just getting too comfortable. And we need to relax. Like, we need to understand that these players are humans and, they, at the end of the day, yes, we are professional players and they're getting paid millions of dollars, but they're human. Just like you, they get dressed like us. All they do is differently is they're very good at the game of basketball and the game of football. So please, fans, whoever you think you can say whatever or do whatever, you cannot. And there should be some repercussions. I feel like it has to be more serious repercussions. I don't know if stopping the fans from attending games is enough, or I feel like it got to go to a point where it's jail time or something along those lines. So people could be aware, like, hey, I shouldn't touch NBA players' family. Like, that should not come to mind. Maybe a hello, how you doing? I'm a big fan of Chris Paul, or just be a fan of basketball and like have a conversation, not like heckle an NBA player's family. Like, that's not cool. Let's not do that. So along those lines of something on jail time or something got to be heavy, so people are aware of the repercussions, and hopefully the NBA does come to a solution in the off season and they figure something out, because this got to stop. Like, it's getting too bad. Like, I feel like recently with Chris Paul's incident was recent. And I don't like that. I heard Chris Paul's mom said that maybe it wasn't as egregious as we think it was. It was just like, it was a young fan, and I guess he was just saying saying things repetitively. And she said, like, hey, this is kind of annoying. Can you please stop? And he kept going. And then I don't know what really happened with the physical matter, but right. It shouldn't get up to that point. Please be respectful. All right, these are human beings. Stop putting these people on a pedestal. I understand that they're the greatest players on earth. At the end of the day, they are human.
Right.
All right, let's respect that. And NBA, please figure something out. Let's do something to stop this from happening in the foreseeable future.
Definitely, I definitely agree with that. And this supports to the main question. Are players reaching a breaking point? And I think we're kind of past that, because honestly, fellas, it just dawned on me. I thought people would have learned after the Malice on the Palace.
Bro,
don't you think so? I would have thought people learned, like, I don't want this 6'8" guy coming up to me who I'm probably like 120 pounds.
Soaking wet,
under 6 feet.
Right.
Like, he's an athlete. He's in prime condition. You're not.
Right. He will knock you out. He'll knock your head off your shoulders.
With the easiest hit.
I feel like the clip that keeps coming up to me is when Kyrie's walking in the locker room. And
Suck my dick, man. Yeah.
Like, legit, like, come on now. Like, the heckling, you gotta relax.
Yes. Like you said, these are people at the end of the day. This is where professional, where you can go to their job and watch them. And not be a problem.
This is a privilege.
Yeah.
Like, please.
So, I think to see Chris Paul get it out of character like that, like to tell a kid, "I'm gonna see you later." I was like,
to a kid.
I'm a little bit nervous on that part for the kid, cause like that's how you know you push somebody to a breaking point where they threatening you, like, "Yo,
right, like threaten me, but don't touch my family."
Exactly.
Like, it's me that you're talking to, not my mom and my son, sister, whoever's sitting in the stands. Has nothing to do with what I got going on.
Right.
I'm the one who's playing basketball against your favorite team and your favorite player. Cool, come attack me. You know, as I'm walking through the tunnel, you say whatever you guys say, but don't touch my family. My family's there to support me and support the game of basketball. Don't do that.
Right.
It's rules. We understand. We got it. Come on.
Well, I also think it's a respect factor too, bro. It's like the incidents of Russell Westbrook in different cities, like Denver, Philly, and Washington. Like, I don't know if y'all remember. I think it was in Washington, or no, it was in Philly where they threw the popcorn on him when he was leaving. Like, I just think like it's a respect thing. You just don't do certain things to people, like, and think that's okay, or you're gonna get away with it, or he gets paid millions of dollars, so I can do this.
Right.
If you haven't learned what happened in the Malice of the Palace, you can't throw nothing at nobody and think they won't go get you. Like,
I feel like, you know, we should just go to a Harlem Globetrotters game if that's what
if that's what you want to do.
Like,
if you want to test that out, come do that in the street ball game.
We all know what Ron Artest and that team did. Okay,
listen, that man's life was never the same. Okay, his life was never the same.
Don't want to bring that up, but I got to bring that up. You see what happens, and you're gonna test the right one.
Yeah,
and he's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna run in the stands. I'm gonna come get you.
Right. and obviously the counter argument to that would be, oh, they're getting paid millions of dollars. They shouldn't care about what I say. They shouldn't care about. But to your point, I'm a human.
Yeah.
I'm doing my occupation.
I have feelings.
When you go to your desk job, I'm not saying, hey, boo, Sarah, you can't type fast enough.
You suck.
Get faster.
Touching them like, you ain't shit. Yeah.
Your daughter sucks.
You missed your deadline.
Yeah,
right.
like,
relax.
you know, they're getting paid millions to play the game. As you said, you go support and appreciative of the game. You watch, little kids on TV, they want to idolize, they want to be like them.
Mm-hmm.
The people that are doing that are the bad apples. They're the reason why the NBA can't have as much fan interaction. And given, with COVID, a lot of people have been in the comfort of their homes, watching a lot of sports events. Sometimes they're just not taking in. They're like, holy crap, LeBron is like 5 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm.
We've been seeing a lot of fans running onto the court in the Memphis series.
Yes.
Trying to glue themselves onto the basketball court.
Yeah.
That's more for a political state, but that just goes to show that fans just aren't in the right state of mind right now.
Not at all.
For the NBA, do you do hockey? Do you put up plexiglass?
That's
around the stadium.
Honestly, you gotta protect the players at this point, because without them,
enhanced security. Do you
I think there's enough security. Like, I'm sure y'all seen the footage of the guy that was waiting for the girl right there. Tackled her right over.
Yeah.
There's enough security. It's just the problem is a lot. You don't know where it's coming from, and it's just sad that people don't know how to act when they go to certain places. It's like, at the end of the day, all right, you paid to get in there, but it gives you no ammo to do, disrespect people or go beyond a certain limit.
No.
You know what? We need to do. I need to do some research. Maybe the NBA does have some repercussions.
Oh yeah, no. A lot of people get banned.
You can't go to a game for a year or two. And again,
that's not even a game. It's not even a game. They get banned from the arena. So let's say if somebody's coming to do a show, they can't watch that show or something like that. But
I agree with that, but I just feel like player safety should be taken a lot higher.
Way more. It's way more important.
Jail time, community service,
bro.
Community service, clean up the arena.
And a lot of y'all not gonna like this. I'm from the hood. Let's learn. They need to learn, B. I'm sorry.
So shoot the fair one.
Somebody need to learn. If you gonna throw popcorn on me, I won't whoop your ass. Okay? No security.
I agree.
I don't care.
I'm on Ron Artest time.
Yeah, y'all didn't
knocking you straight.
Listen, not everybody's from Queensbridge. Man.
Listen, I'm sorry. No, listen, bro. No.
Not everybody's from Queensbridge.
I don't care where you from. It's disrespectful to throw anything on anybody for any such reason.
At the same time, these people know what they're doing.
They know better.
They know what you're doing.
I don't care if you're intoxicated or you're just an asshole.
When you're sitting in the comfort of your living room, you could do whatever you want. Put up the middle
finger.
You want. LeBron, you stink. You didn't pay your car note. Like, whatever. You can say whatever, but in the presence of somebody, you got to know how to carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? They're human beings. This is not the circus act. This is not a ring show. This is not Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what I want to add on that, too, is that also as fans, I think we also should hold ourselves accountable as well.
Right.
So seeing a female or family member or elderly couple sitting there getting heck about somebody, my approach for me, I'm gonna approach that person like, you gotta chill.
That's a good point as well.
Yeah.
Camaraderie.
So we got, as fans of the game, because we love the game, right? We also have to show respect to it as well.
Right.
Y'all don't want me at NBA games. I'm getting ejected because I will beat y'all ass. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm not like that. I just try to chill. But it's just like, you got to respect it at the end of the day. We don't go to your job yelling at you, touching you, go to your family members. At the end of the day, you guys are going to call the police. Mm-hmm. We're going to have an even bigger issue.
Right.
So, fans, you just got to be better. Be a fan. That's it. Cheer, boo, enjoy the game, enjoy the show. We just watched a wonderful game just now. Went down to the wire. It was amazing.
All right.
You know, if you're rooting for Boston, you're hurt right now. If you're rooting for Milwaukee, you're excited.
You're cheering.
You're cheering.
Just like Mike Lowry over here.
Yeah.
Excited with a smile on his face.
You know,
What I'm say is,
we want to see this again.
be on the lookout for that reel.
Yeah.
All right. I got some bloopers for you, Marcus.
We definitely want to see this again. But, you know, we got a lot of incidents that happened in the past. Like I said, the biggest one, of course, is the Malice in the Palace. Russell Westbrook incident in Denver. And,
But Westbrook, he actually punched the dude, though. Like, I don't know.
No, the dude ran up to him, and what are you supposed to do?
He mushed him.
Yeah,
Westbrook, he mushed him on some confidence.
What are you supposed to do? A man ran up to you.
At that point,
It's like,
bro, you're defenseless if you're a player.
It's like Dave Chappelle getting tackled on stage, bro.
That was nuts.
Smoke. Put him in the
That was
blender.
crazy.
Put him in the blender.
Yeah, bro, I'm stomping you
If
out.
you cross that line,
What are you doing? What do you expect? Like,
I have to teach you that lesson if you cross that line.
Of
So
course.
you don't ever do it again.
like, what's going through your mind? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go on stage and go tackle Dave Chappelle, or like, I'm gonna go tackle LeBron on the NBA floor. What are you expecting after you do such things?
I think if people just try to get like chasing the clout with this opinion.
I
this time. I think
I
they're
know.
chasing.
Have y'all seen the clip of
Jail time.
young boy? He ran onto the court, gave Melo a hug, like stuff like that. Like I can't get mad at that
Hospital,
because
you know, that's
a youngin. He's
Yeah.
excited to see his favorite player. Like that stuff is cool, but like gluing yourself to the basketball court for a political statement,
Or chaining yourself to the brim.
chaining like
Shorty's trying to block
you go out soccer style, like fresh tackle.
And my thing is this, I get that.
Fresh tackle.
I was thinking about that the other day because I just seen somebody in Starbucks. They went to a random Starbucks, they try to super glue their hands to the counter. If I got a problem with the company, they have a corporate office. Don't bother the hardworking people that just want to get paid.
Why would
Go
you-
to the corporate office and do your thing there.
Hold on, can we talk about you putting super glue on your hands? How are you supposed to take that off? Please, somebody answer that question.
No, they want to rip their palm off. That's it, bro. No, I can't
Like,
even.
I'm
fathom
assuming
that.
your flesh is coming off your hands.
Just straight up blasphemy, bro.
I understand you want to make a point, but make it at their office, at the corporate office, not at the people that got worked a 9 to 5.
Come on,
they can't change much.
Let's be smart. Let's work smart.
Man. Like I said, we don't want another Malice in the Palace, so stop pushing people to a point.
But some people gotta get them paws on them, man.
I know.
As a fan, you go and think you're invincible.
If I'm security, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let you get a couple hits. I'll put you back in a second. Go ahead.
If I'm
He need
security,
it.
I'm putting somebody in a calm little headlock, little
Put him in the feet.
little walls of Jericho,
Put him in
little walls
on
of
the
Jericho
ground.
on that.
Nah,
and
listen. This is my idea.
try to spin the block on me, man.
Listen, y'all don't want me to be security if y'all disrespecting people. I'm gonna let them get y'all, and then when I get y'all, we're gonna put you in the fiend. And
It's like, what's that video I sent with Best Buy?
yeah, cover 3 defense. Cover 3 defense. We here.
So
Three dudes try to rob Best Buy. I don't know if you saw that video on social media.
Son, my mind
and then the
blown.
3 employees of Best Buy went to go to the front door, set up a three.
Bro, they set up a
cover 3 defense.
Cover 3 defense.
You ain't getting out of here.
It was
inside
waiting for them.
linebackers
Secondary
pressing the gas.
Secondary was covered.
First of all, that's insane. The phones are tacked to the whatever they got, and
People
the
snatching
table.
Bro, did you peep how one of them was struggling? He was like,
Yeah, he
Struggling
wasn't
OD.
strong enough.
You might as well just let it go.
Bro, it's not.
But it's tough already.
None of that, bro. Go get a job.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. The same energy you put into Rob, go get a goddamn job. All right.
Let's be smart.
nah, these y'all fans, man, y'all need to
Just
tighten
be
it up.
better, man.
Let's be better, please.
We love the game.
All right, let's
we know you love it. We know you're passionate about it, but there's other ways to heckle.
let these professional players do their job. All right, we're here to watch the game and indulge in
Right.
it and
I mean,
have fun.
obviously, like, overseas with the soccer, it's a lot more racist undertones.
Yeah.
Banana peels being thrown at players.
That's insane.
And
But
It's different.
that's
That's
why that happens there, because it can't happen here.
It's a different world.
That happens
You're getting
here.
smoked.
Someone is getting
You're getting smoked, okay? You're getting smoked.
Like Kyrie said with the parlays, we gotta relax. All right?
Mhm.
All right. These players are not robots.
No.
Just because certain athletes are not hitting your parlay, doesn't mean it's okay. All right.
It's not their job to fulfill your parlay.
Facts. Go like Ali said, go get a job.
Go get a job. Do what you gotta do. Work hard.
Save your money, please.
Why don't you trade places with the player? You
Yeah,
try to
trade
score 25 against the Grizzlies.
Exactly.
You try to grab 8 rebounds against the Warriors.
I want to
You
see
know
you do
what I'm
that.
saying?
Absolutely.
In your rec league.
Yes. And then
Bill.
And then why
Johnny.
Why you only 5'9"? Let some 6 foot 5 guy come up to you talking about your mom is trash, your dad is trash. I want to see what you're gonna do. I want to see if that energy is still there. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. Fans gotta be better at the end of the day.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I understand you pay to be there, but you gotta also show respect at the end of the day. We love the game. We just want to be witnesses to everything that's happening.
Let's talk more about the game, though.
Yes.
And let's talk about the MVP race.
All right,
And who took it home?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, this year's regular season MVP went to Nikola Jokic, which makes him a back-to-back MVP.
Robbery in progress.
And,
that's how I feel.
You hear DC clamoring over here. We just, we want to figure out, it's been consensus, I think, with everybody, especially in the public eye, that Joel Embiid was potentially going to get his first MVP award. He played I would say, above average healthy season. He played most of his games. His team was basically successful this year. They won 51 games.
Bro, he willed his team to the playoffs.
Yes. Scoring title. It's first time since Shaq.
And a center has won.
A scoring title. When you're out there with Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain, like, it's not easy to do that.
I think you deserve the MVP.
And
to be honest.
I just want to let the people know, Jokic got 65 first place votes. He averaged 27, 14 rebounds, 8 assists, shot 58% from the field. He had no Jamal Murray, no Michael Porter Jr. for a good portion of the season.
How many people vote?
A lot. He had 48 wins. They were a 6 seed though in the West.
See?
Alright, now when I go talk about Joel Embiid, he got 26 first place votes. So not even half of what Jokic got. He averaged 31 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 in blocks, and shot 50% from the field. His defensive rating was 100 and basically 108, which is best in the league. His Philly team won 51 games. Mind you, he had no Ben Simmons, no other All-Star.
No Harden. Well,
Harden came later, but he's not the same guy.
Right.
They were 4th seed. Like I said, he was the first center since Shaq to win a scoring title.
Like I said, robbery in progress. Embiid deserves the MVP.
So I want to pose a question for you, fellas. In the public it's different, but I don't know what's the terminology for these guys that vote. But what determines the regular season MVP to you, in my opinion? I think of marquee games. I think of putting up an improvement from his last year.
Yes.
So, I think of those things. So we ask you, the people, what determines the MVP for you? Because I got a couple things here, guys. A lot of guys have been snubbed. You think of this year. You go back, a little controversial here, 2018. Giannis won it, but that's when James Harden was averaging 35, and going crazy.
It was wilding.
Averaging a double-double. Also,
Prime Harden.
Go back to 2010. That young boy, youngest MVP ever to win MVP, Derrick Rose in 2010, won over LeBron, who was going crazy.
Bananas.
A lot of people didn't notice. 05, Steve Nash won over Kobe. Steve Nash was averaging 18 and 12. Kobe was averaging 35.
Just hearing them stats,
That's
bro.
when Kobe was the villain, so they didn't want him to win anything.
Right.
That's big robbery, too.
Then we back up to 2000. Allen Iverson won it over Shaq. So,
R.I.P. Kobe.
R.I.P. Kobe. But I just listed a couple snubs. And like I said, fellas, with everything going on now, who do you guys think, especially this year, who the MVP should have went to?
First I had Giannis.
Yes.
But obviously, they wasn't trying to give it to Giannis.
No.
And my second vote was Embiid. And I had Jokic third. Like you said, what determines key matchup games throughout the season.
Right.
Like I said, progression from your last season to this season, where your team ends and going into the playoffs, and just like your stats, and and who's playing beside you? No Ben Simmons for Embiid. Yes, for Jokic, he didn't have Murray, but for Embiid to put up those numbers and to be in that category, to win the scoring title and to be in the category of Shaq and Kareem, bro, you gotta give it to him, man. And especially, I'm being biased, but Jokic won it last year. Give it to the man.
I feel like years ago, maybe not years. Let me not say years ago. Maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, they wanted to give it to Embiid. It's just all he had to do was stay healthy. I think it was last year, right?
So why not give it to him?
Well, he's always been
banged up.
Yeah, he's always a dark horse.
You know,
But he did what he had to do this year,
He did,
bro.
like, that's what I'm saying. He did
And
everything.
he's still actually alive in the playoffs.
Right.
So imagine now we're talking early. You know, it's May 11th right now. We're talking early, but imagine if the Sixers come back and beat the Heat. We don't know what's gonna happen. Then we're gonna be sitting back like, damn.
but it's a regular season award, like y'all said.
Yeah, but I just feel like Embiid dominated all season.
Right, all season.
You know?
Yeah.
Not taking away from Jokic. Jokic is a great player, but come on now.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I agree with all aspects of y'all answers in terms of what makes an MVP. You know, improvement in the game, just consistency throughout the year, and just be the number one option. The one aspect I like to add though is clutch. That's the biggest thing for me, clutch. You know, when it's a minute and 30 left on that clock, nobody else on that roster is touching that basketball. And
Except for Embiid, you know it's gonna Embiid.
Giannis has taken that step. We've seen it today in the series. We've seen it before. My only thing against him was that Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday are actually viable options. I've seen Chris Middleton hit big shots. I've seen Drew Holiday make some plays. And if you're Embiid, you know, like you said, Tobias Harris is not taking that shot. Maxey can, maybe 2-3 years from now. Harden obviously still not that guy from Houston. So I would say the only thing, and I'm not advocating for Jokic here, but he literally had no one. You know, he had to make those plays. He had to go into the trenches. You heard him say after Game 3 against Golden State, I couldn't let my team get swept.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to put up 37. I had to grab these rebounds. I had to stop Draymond. So it's a win-win scenario for me because it just shows me how great of this league is becoming because we have a next generation, a pool of players that could play at this level.
Right.
You know, back in the day, you know, those races you discussed, Ali, they were clear-cut favorites for MVP. You know, it wasn't too close. You know, Chris Paul was on the fringe of a superstar, but, you know, LeBron James was a safer bet. But now, you know, you can argue Giannis, Embiid, Joker. That's going to be the future of the league. We didn't even mention Luka, who I think could have got way more votes for MVP. Considering his roster and what he's doing right now in the playoffs. He averaged 40 points in the first 2 games against the Western Conference champion. You know, your supporting cast is not giving you too much. So what the league must do, in my opinion, they have to kind of shape the award to, all right, here are the requirements. You play 60, 65 games over.
Yep.
You cannot play about 40 games because your stats will be inflated.
Right.
Followed by you have to be a top 4 seed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You cannot be a 7th or 6th seed. No disrespect to Jokic. I know he didn't have his full roster, but if your team is not playing winning basketball but you're putting up good numbers, that's not MVP. MVP is top 4 seed, playoff bound, potential contender in the championship.
Exactly.
Right.
Getting out the first round.
You know what I'm saying?
Him and Westbrook are the only ones to win
Exactly.
MVP.
So the NBA has to figure out, they must tweak that award and also the most improved. We could talk about that in another segment.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for them,
Hamstring.
if you're the league, you got to sit down and really evaluate this and be like, all right, we cannot continue to let greatness be overshadowed by someone who also is great, but is not worthy of it. You know, and to say Jokic is not worthy of MVP is tough to say, but this year Embiid was my clear-cut favorite.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like
Clear-cut favorite.
And I'm just looking at the stats really quick. I don't think, you know, Jokic's numbers weren't that crazy to me right now.
But he did improve. 27, 13, right?
One click, bro. He shot better. Yes, he shot better.
Yeah.
His stats did improve from last year, aside from his assists. He was averaging 26 last year, then he went to average 27. He shot 2% better in his field goal range, and he averaged 4 more rebounds. Well, I'm lying, 3 more rebounds. But then his assists went down because he had to score more.
Right.
But like I said, I feel like him and Embiid is kind of in that same boat where they had nobody. Ben Simmons for half of the season was not there, and James Harden is not the guy who we thought.
Right, and you saw how poorly they were in those first 2 games.
Exactly, without him. So without him beat on the floor, there's no success. So
Yes.
with me, that's a recipe for an MVP.
Right.
100. So I don't know what the writers and voters thought was the huge.
Who's voting?
You know, the guys like Chris Broussard, all those
But the
writers.
63 is... So how many votes did Giannis get? I'm curious.
I gotta look. I'm trying to find it, but I know. Yeah, what you call it? Jokic got 65 first place votes.
Oh my goodness, that is atrocious. Did they not just see what Giannis just did in this game?
I don't know what they watching, man.
Do these voters play basketball?
They watch it. We know that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Play basketball. I think
It's
people
hard,
who
bro.
should vote should be playing basketball.
Like scoring
Should be-
title 30 and 11. JoJo's never averaged 30 before, I'm guessing, right?
51 wins, never. Not in his career.
Right.
51 wins and a 4 seed.
All right, and he, like I said,
Still in the playoffs.
improvement, mid-range threes.
Yes.
Defensively, he's
the
always
whole
been a
bag.
juggernaut.
The guy that we said he's never healthy finally played a solid season.
And he improved.
And all drama aside, with Ben Simmons, still led his team to a top 4
Said
seed.
F Ben Simmons. I'm gonna focus up.
Yeah, it's hard.
And
man.
I agree. I agree with the comments with Embiid. He was like, "Yo, at this point, it's like I don't know what else to do.
Right.
I'm performing, man."
Giannis only got 9 first place votes. Just looking at the
Wow.
stats here. Devin Booker was top 5 though.
I would think Giannis will be behind.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker was number 4. He got 4 fourth place
How many
votes.
votes did Luka get?
Luka got 43 fifth place votes.
God, that is cold world.
Yeah, so it was Giannis and
Cold world, no hoodie, man.
It was the top 3 we talked about: Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic, and they gave it to Jokic. He just edged out.
Oh yeah,
everybody.
I see the full list right here. So
Yeah,
Giannis got 32 second place votes.
Yep.
Embiid got 39.
Joel Embiid just edged out Giannis by 7, bro. For second place, which is just.
I mean, so
I don't know. I don't like.
congrats to
do not know.
Jokic. We're not going to shit on him because
Yeah.
he's a hell of a player. He becomes the 13th player to win the award in back-to-back seasons, right? So
And
it's
now
like
we-
Steph, Giannis.
This is also showing
But-
how international leagues becoming. Now you have 2 international players won back to
So
back.
that was going to be my next question, and for the people at home, does this distinction put Jokic in the Giannis Steph Curry conversation as one of the more dominant players? Because the guy could ball. You know, we may have just like talked for about 10 minutes about Embiid, but we watched it. We know it. He's skillful.
Absolutely.
But does he now enter that conversation as, yo, you got to double team him? You got to, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, but the only thing is like those 2 guys.
Right.
Aside from Giannis just having one, those guys made it to the
Championships.
finals. And
Yeah.
made one
No, and that's
championship.
the next step. So it's almost a blessing and a curse because now you have that
He has to
double
win.
MVP. You gotta win.
You gotta
And you
win.
made it to the Western Conference Finals in the bubble. You got a healthy Murray next year with potential Porter Jr. Now you gotta win.
Now you think? Question for you fellas: do you think this is like the last chance for Embiid to win MVP?
No.
No. You think he has another like later down the line?
In my opinion, I think his window is about another 3 or 4 years.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean,
you got a lot of players, bro. You got
it is, but like y'all said, it's what more do I have to do? So
True.
you want I'm putting up 30, I'll give you 33. I'm averaging 11 rebounds, I'll give you 14. I'm getting 1 block, 2 blocks, give me 4 blocks. You know, we don't know how the future is going to pan out for him, obviously, with his contract and stuff.
James Harden's
But
contract
and
as well.
injuries, but you know, he has to be, because Giannis used to be that guy. Like, damn, Giannis ain't MVP this year, got back to back. Damn, Jokic ain't get no love, got it back to back. It's almost he's in due time. You know, it's in due time. You cannot deny greatness, in my opinion. And what Embiid is doing is great. What Giannis is doing is great. What Jokic is doing is great. But
Like you said, with
you
those
gotta give it to the man.
that window though, guys are getting better. Like I think guys like maybe Luka and Jason Tatum are gonna be.
But the team
it's
has to
closing.
catch up with them.
Yeah, no,
You know
but
what I'm saying? Because
would you say that? But then Jokic didn't, like you just said, in the same breath, Jokic did not have that team.
right.
So
You know, I don't know, man. Like you said, who's voting could play a role in it.
Joe Schmo.
You
Stephen A said they need to be drug tested immediately.
yeah.
Immediately.
Embiid is not the most likable guy. Like, you know, he puts a lot of stuff on Twitter. He's a troll.
Yeah.
Jokic don't got no social media. Jokic care about basketball. Maybe that's what
Nah,
people
he showed
like.
he cared about basketball.
Come on, man. That's personality.
Yeah,
man.
that's not
Nah,
about.
I agree with y'all, but
Basing
it's
it on his
personal. I wanna see
performance.
that.
It's
You know,
always about his
for the
performance.
voters, though, you know, they may want a guy that's a little bit more clean cut.
But I mean, this is nothing new for the NBA. There's been a lot of guys snubbed
Of
for the past 2 decades.
Of course, man. Of course. But you got to give credit where it's due, man.
That's definitely a fact. So
Yeah.
congratulations to Jokic. I'm sure Embiid, him and Embiid are going to be, potentially first NBA teams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could you imagine Embiid, Jokic in the finals? That would be...
Embiid,
I like that.
Food.
Nah.
Really?
Food.
Nah.
Embiid will feast.
So will Jokic, though.
Nah.
Whatever. You think Jokic could play defense on Embiid?
I'm talking about.
I'm just saying the matchup
Embiid
overall.
will eat Jokic if they
Oh,
went to.
yeah.
If they
I
played.
think-
But I think
series
Jokic could get some buckets, too,
They'll
though.
get some buckets,
But I feel like Embiid will,
Over a 7-game series?
Embiid is too
Yeah.
physical for him.
Right.
Too physical.
Now Jokic is just a better passer. I feel like Jokic is more.
No, let's say finesse. He's a better finesse player.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
we
yeah,
could, if
yeah.
y'all want to do it, we could go right now. So, scoring-wise, who you taking? Jokic, Embiid.
Embiid.
All right, so that's Embiid. Playmaking, obviously.
I'm taking Jokic.
Defense,
Embiid.
Embiid.
Bang.
Clutch.
Embiid.
You saw what he did this year. What does he need? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm confused.
The way you just broke it down.
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You feel me?
But then you throw
That's a
Giannis,
perfect-
you
that's
throw
a
Giannis
perfect
in that
breakdown,
shit,
too.
and it's like
Makes it even tougher.
Yeah, even tougher.
he got everything.
Yes.
He has everything.
Even tougher.
So
Right.
he's just chilling right now. He's in his own section. I
I
don't
say
know.
he's not as playmaker as Jokic is, because Jokic's the passes that he can make is
Right.
ridiculous.
I don't know if y'all saw this. I meant to share with y'all fellas, but Nick Wright from Fox, he has his club superstar.
Mm-hmm.
So he has Luka walking up the steps. He has Dame and Kawhi chilling in the section because they injured.
Okay.
Giannis is the DJ.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron is on the throne,
Mhm.
and Steph is on the top floor.
Mm.
And he say Anthony Edwards is too young to get into the club superstar right now. So that's why I'm
I like that.
asking.
I like that.
Right now, you know, you
I
got
like that.
unanimous MVP distinction. He got Jokic walking up them steps
Mhm.
and Doncic. So we
Heard.
kind of answered our own questions. Like
Heard.
those guys,
Okay.
LeBron could be up for MVP every year.
Yeah, but Jokic is now a bona fide superstar. If you,
Yes.
so you're not a back-to-back MVP and not be a superstar. Am I
Well, you
right?
go from being a hunter to the hunted,
Yes.
right? Because nobody knew who he was a couple years ago.
And my thing is, did y'all watch? I think we were here. We watched that Philly versus Denver game.
We did.
Maybe.
That game
I
was for
think we
me.
did.
Was for the MVP, and who won? Embiid.
I didn't Nuggets win.
Nah, they got outplayed. Embiid won, man.
We got to
So-
see the head-to-head matchups, man.
Yeah, no, Embiid has it, bro.
I mean, this is the first time I think an award was given out of feeling bad about injuries. You know,
He won it last year, so I feel bad he's an MVP.
but last year he deserved that. He was on. He was
Yeah,
on
but,
one.
but his points went up by just by click though. Like his
But
stuff didn't go up that
it was
much.
everything though. It was
Yeah.
everything. He was on one. You know.
But speaking about injuries, perfect segue.
No, definitely.
That's why I mentioned
Since we
it.
just seen Dylan Brooks grab his hammy.
Yeah, that
But,
didn't look too nice.
You know, just to recap, you guys, injuries have really been affecting this NBA, particularly in the postseason. Some notable players that went down this year, we have Devin Booker, who missed some time. John Morant, currently out with a bone bruise. We just mentioned Embiid, who had the concussion and the fracture on his face. K-Mid, MCL, Luka missed some time. Van Vliet, Zach LaVine, Jimmy Butler. I could go on and on. But the question that I have for you guys and for the people that are tuned in, should the NBA consider shortening the regular season and kind of insert some bye weeks like football?
I do
So
like
that players could get some time to rest?
I like the bye week.
Bye
I like
week?
that. That's a great idea.
When I thought about it, I wrote it in. I was like, that could be.
that
We
can
can
end
find
like
it.
that.
Yeah,
That's
we
fine.
can find a way. Maybe.
Just with the TV contracts though, like how's that
That's
going to
the only
go?
thing.
You know,
Hey,
like
lose some
Same way
money.
they have it. Just
I say lose some money, but you keep those. I want to see
playoff basketball.
some-
We had
right. I want to see everybody healthy. Like I want to see K-Mid in that game we just watched.
Because I want to
You feel
eliminate,
me?
in my opinion, I want to eliminate that excuse. Oh, this guy didn't play, so that's
Right.
why.
That also eliminates guys taking off games.
Right.
I was just gonna say. So was it about 2-3 years ago when load management was like a
Low
really
management.
hot
Yeah.
topic?
It's turn perfect.
All those idiots that kept pressing low management, I want to see what they're doing now because now when Kawhi has a torn ACL, when
Paul George wrist.
Jamal Murray has a torn ACL,
Mm-hmm.
when Paul George can't shoot because of his shoulder,
Right.
that's why these players need load management. They're
Uh-huh.
not robots. They're not machines. They're not designed to play 12 games within the span of 2 weeks. It's just
Right.
physically impossible. They haven't played that much since high school and college.
It's
You've
tough.
made it to the pinnacle of professional excellence in terms of the NBA. You should deserve some extra time. You should deserve some time with your family, some downtime. It's not all about basketball. And we're seeing it with these injuries, man. We want to see everyone be able to be healthy and compete. Obviously, Jamal Murray was a huge L for the Nuggets because who knows? Maybe that Golden State series goes farther than 5 with a healthy Jamal Murray. We don't know.
That would have been a great series,
Yeah.
and that also brings in views, which brings in more money.
Exactly.
Hello NBA, hello.
So
Wake up.
obviously,
Thank us later. When y'all try to propose this, we want a piece. That's all I'm gonna say.
And-
Facts.
fellas, this
Front
all
row seats.
started 2 years ago. In
Right.
case you were under a bubble, no pun intended. The bubble season ended on October 11th, 2020. The next regular season began December 22nd, 2020.
That's
Nah,
nuts.
right.
Fellas, for the math, for the people that are out there, I have a little calculator on my phone. That is 69 days.
Not enough of rest.
Not enough rest. So that's why we see a injury-prone Anthony Davis. We saw LeBron James get his ankle taken out by Solomon Hill. We saw Klay Thompson have back-to-back injuries with a torn ACL and Achilles. It's becoming pretty common right
Fatigue,
now.
that's
You know what I'm
it,
saying? Because
right.
back in the day, we had like Iron Man players, and I say that, to be nice, that could play maybe 8 to 9 years without a scratch at
Right.
all. I think growing up for me, the first major injury I remember was KD and the Jones fracture in 2012.
Nah, I cried when Derrick Rose tore his ACL.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, that
That
yeah.
one is really bad.
Yeah.
Thibodeau shouldn't have been playing it. I remember Westbrook with Patrick Beverly taking out his knee.
Meniscus.
So it's always been around, but now that technology has advanced, obviously the recovery time is shorter. But what is NBA going to do about this problem?
Right.
Like not everybody could be Mikal Bridges, man.
No.
All right, Iron Man who never missed a game since what, college?
Yep.
So not everybody could do that. All right, please NBA, let's implement something. I agree with the bye week or something along those lines. Give these players some time off so they can recover, come back healthy, and we can see these all top athletes or these superstar caliber athletes in the playoffs, because that's what I want to see.
I'm with you on that with that 100% because you got to implement also. I don't know about y'all, but when I travel, I am tired.
Right.
I am
Absolutely.
done up.
Right.
Whether I'm driving or not, I want to get off a plane.
Time is different.
Time zone, your body has to adjust, and it's just not it. And just right now, potentially Jordan Poole just kind of got hurt. It's just we're playing a physical game. A lot of things are happening, and you want to put out the best product, but you can't when half the roster's hurt.
Right.
Or just guys are getting banged up, and this is where guys get banged up. And if you want to succeed, it takes a little bit of luck. Granted, we have no control over injuries. They do happen, but we just want to limit them as best as we can. I would just say,
Right?
Because like you said, I want to see,
We just
metal sharpen metal. I want to see these guys go at it at their peak.
We're currently watching Golden State versus Memphis, and John's not playing. We all know Ja's hurt,
Right.
and imagine he had time off.
Right.
Like, I mean, the way his injury occurred, yes, it happens, but think about he had time off to rehab his knee or to get stronger, lift weights, and work on, calisthenics, like work on his knee, his ankles, certain things that he can do to be prepared
Right.
for times in the playoffs.
And then you think about last year, Chris Paul probably would never got so banged up, even though
Right.
he gets banged up so much in the playoffs. So we're talking about a whole different conversation, whole different. These injuries make a whole different outcome
Right.
for what happens in the series. So it's just really, they'll have to figure it out. Of course, they propose shortening the season.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that'll help because they do get a week off at least, right, with the All-Star break.
That's a weekend, bro.
Yeah, that's still.
They
some-
stop
if you're-
regular
And then also
season.
too, you're playing.
You're playing. If you participate, you don't get
That's
a
what I'm
week
saying.
off.
If you're in 3-point shooter,
I mean, that's messed up. Y'all get the trash players a week off. Just superstars got to go to work.
But a lot of guys come out after the All-Star break, rejuvenated, because they have time to go with their family. They
And
have
rest
time
up.
to do something other than just focus on film and practice
Right.
and
Weight
X's
room.
and O's. Yeah,
Right.
they have time to be themselves and go back to their hometowns, get a home-cooked meal. It all comes down to the whole human aspect.
Yeah, we
I
got
think 82 games is way too long. I think they need to find a way to kind of ration out the meaningless games. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if Memphis is 50 and 28, they have Houston, and then they play Detroit on a back-to-back. Who wants to play that?
Nobody.
It's the 79th and 80th game of the season. Like,
Or at some point, when we get to a certain point during the season, like 3/4 into the season, if we know where these people stand, let them play each other. Let the trash teams play each other for the top seed, I guess, and then we'll go from there. It's
fellas, I'm gonna sound crazy, but I think for the last 5 or 6 games, your roster should consist of G League players.
okay. That's fair.
Just let the guys that play for the minor league teams.
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let them a chance to exhibit their talent on an NBA court. You get to show up for a GM, a few coaches, anybody can catch you playing because Steph Curry is not going hard game 80 out of 82.
Right,
LeBron
right.
James is not thinking about game 81 of 82. It's postseason time. Allow these G League players to come in, showcase their talent, their skills. Maybe next year they get a contract, they get a few offers overseas. Like, they have to find a better way for this. Even in baseball, they do it. They allow the minor league
Call-ups.
players, the call-ups, whatever the case may be, over the course of the season.
And also, the WNBA needs a G League.
Yes,
Facts.
that would be
Shout out.
to
Shout out.
get
Just shout out the
fire.
women.
Too much talent out there.
Way too much talent.
talent.
That's
Going overseas.
that's
Too
not
many
getting
talents
noticed.
in the LA fitnesses and the rec centers of the world.
Absolutely, the women deserve more. I know it's not a lot of money involved as versus the NBA.
I don't know why they're more skillful.
Right, absolutely. Women are way more skillful.
More skillful.
Which is the men is just athletic. Yeah, some women are very athletic, but women they got it down pat. Very
Basically,
skillful.
we're going off a little tangent here, but that's basically where the league is going now, in my opinion.
Yeah, look.
We're going away from being manly and all that. I'm using brute strength to showing my actual skill.
Yeah.
So
and a little bit of finesse.
yes,
Right.
because that's not how you win. It's a lot of skill that has to take to actually succeed in this world.
Right.
Not just all brute strength. I can do it. So that's we'll definitely have to see, fellas. This was great, honestly. These topics,
I want to go off a little bit off topic now
Do
that
some house
we
cleaning.
covered everything.
Yeah, let's
Oh
do
yeah,
house
we
cleaning.
could do some house cleaning.
Right.
Last episode we was calling sweeps. Mike and I over here.
We'd like to send a personal apology to the state of Dallas and Luka Doncic.
You know, we're not perfect. If it was a perfect world,
I'm sorry. Don't forget Philly. Y'all said Philly was about to get swept too. Don't forget Philly.
I apologize to Philly and Dallas. Y'all playing phenomenal, but
we ain't know Embiid was coming back though, bro. He was doubtful that day.
Absolutely, and then Embiid came back.
He came back like Zorro.
I tried to tell y'all. They didn't care. They didn't care who I was until I put on the mask.
I mean, now we here though. So, lame.
But I want to shout out Naomi Osaka. All right,
Yes.
she's making moves off the court. She had left IMG to start her own agency, Evolve. And end quote, she said, I spent my career doing things my way, even when people told me that it wasn't what was expected or traditional. So shout outs to her. More success to you. Hopefully this comes out successful, and hey, keep doing you, girl. You got my support.
Big ups.
And for me,
keep doing great
ladies
things.
and gentlemen, my GOAT is Serena Williams.
Yeah, she's up there.
I love Serena. She's great outside of I'm talking all time sports. So you got Tom Brady, you got LeBron, you got MJ, Kobe, whoever you look up to. Outside of LeBron, Serena Williams is my GOAT, big GOAT. Okay, and Memphis is up right now, 50-36, with no Ja and no who just got hurt. Oh, she's back in. Sorry. He's back in. But anything else, fellas? Y'all want to touch on?
Let's do some.
Right now, we're in the second round.
Yeah, let's get.
We're in the second round. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know who to listen to.
I got it.
Y'all know who to listen to
right
here.
now?
Y'all know who to listen to.
Oh.
Be careful with these two.
Listen.
Y'all know who to listen to over here. I'm gonna let y'all go. Who y'all picks? Go ahead. I gotta hear this. This is about to be jokes.
So, for those at home,
I mean, I'm still with the Boston and Milwaukee series. If you want to touch on that first,
let's go Boston Milwaukee. So in case we just said it, Milwaukee scooped out a 3-point win.
Yeah.
Game 6 will be this Friday in Milwaukee, and I got my Bucks closing it out. You heard it here first. Mike is right. Mike Stradamus. I said the Bucks in 6. Okay, mid. If you need my knee, brother, hit me up. I'm in the BX.
I still got it going 7, and I got Boston coming out. Okay,
Yeah,
seriously.
7.
Even though Giannis just dropped
Let's go
40, a 40 band today.
Let's go 7.
Don't.
Let's go 7.
Wait.
I'll hope about to come back and take your hearts again.
Excuse me. I'm having
7.
flashbacks. Do I gotta remind y'all who y'all starting point guard is?
All right, yeah, just what they learned is
You do not come back from a meltdown like that.
you're gonna take the ball out of his hand.
You do not recover from a meltdown like that on national television.
They're gonna take the ball out of his hand.
Have short-term memory.
Anyways.
Don't think about the past.
Exactly.
Think about the future.
Let's not
Be
think about
present.
the past.
Think about the future.
All
right, let's move on.
We got Phoenix and going back to Dallas for Game 6.
I got Phoenix closing that out.
Closing it out?
Yeah, closing it out. You got Luka doing some magic, man.
Of course.
Oh,
how many times I gotta tell y'all? Y'all just said Dallas gonna get swept, and they just won 2. Okay?
I'm gonna have to go Ali on this one. I'm gonna jump ship.
Stop playing with this man.
Your boy.
Stop.
Your
playing
boy is on a milk carton right now. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if the fan gave him some bad juju here.
Chris Paul, you are stinking it up.
He ran into that Luka
the
magic.
past 2 games, but hey, I feel like he's bouncing back.
He ran into that Luka magic. This is Luka world. We're just living in it.
I don't even think that was the case, bro. I think he just is playing really bad. The last 2 games, I'm trying to get some stats.
Chris Paul shot very poorly.
7 points, 3 of 8 shooting, 10 assists in Game 5.
Like Booker's carrying him,
and that's followed up by a performance in which he had the classic Draymond triple single of 5 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Oh, did I mention 6 fouls? 4th time ever in his career he's fouled out. That's a problem for me, DC. I got Luka going crazy.
I agree.
Phoenix comes back. They close it out in 7. Very battle-tested series, but I'm going to roll with the Dan Yoko today. And I'm believing the Luka magic.
I'm stubborn right now.
Magic.
I'm sticking with my sons, man.
No problem.
That walking bucket and Booker. Okay.
Right.
Nah, he's been.
And in the end, I'm seeing a little competition between Luka and Booker.
Well, it's great. I love it.
Future the league.
Battle tested right now. Battle tested.
I gotta see Devin Booker without an elite point guard. Because without elite point guard, he's 18 and 55.
Yeah, all right. Thank
you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Luka, on the other hand...
You know what's funny?
Luka, on the other hand, without an elite player, he's...
You know what's super funny? Phoenix thought about drafting Luka over Aiton.
That would have been amazing.
With Booker?
Him and Devin Booker would have been crazy.
I mean, imagine the clamps of bridges with those two perimeter players right there. So you could have found a big man to kind of supplement Aiton's.
And Luka would have made that big man,
You know,
almost an all-star.
right.
Yeah,
Damn.
you get like a regular role
That draft
player.
is aging pretty well. You have Trey, Luka, and DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Great class.
They all playing very well.
Those are three
All
solid player starters right there.
Superstar
Great class.
all-stars.
Great
All right,
class.
so next matchup you said is Heat.
Heat and 76ers, Game 6 in Philadelphia.
I got Sixers winning that game.
Kyle Lowry is out for the rest of the series. Give me Miami. They play better without him.
I mean, it's because Vito's been playing crazy.
Shout out to Gabe Vincent too. He's giving them some good minutes.
And where's the series at?
In Philly.
3-2.
No,
Game
3-2.
6 will
3-2.
be.
Game 6.
Embiid, I want Embiid to listen to this. If he does, my Philly taking this. Philly winning
I
the
meant to
game.
ask y'all that during the MVP talk. Do y'all think that got to him yesterday?
And I think
I think so, bro.
I think he was
I
frustrated.
think so.
Yeah, he was frustrated, and plus he got hit in the face, so he was just upset. So
He looked a little flustered.
yeah, and I think
Emotional.
they're gonna be mad about last game, so they're gonna come out crazy. They're not gonna want to lose in Philly,
Yeah.
so I'm taking Philly.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. Miami's role players do not play well in Philly
Exactly.
at all. Like Jimmy Butler,
Max Strus is
40
not the
plus.
same. We don't know where Duncan Robinson's located.
it's really Bam Adebayo is the difference to me. If he shows
Yeah.
up and he plays with tenacity that he played last night, you know, I'm confident. But I don't know. Something is telling me that Miami's gonna close it out.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. And then, well, we got this game right now. You think Warriors are gonna close it out tonight in Memphis?
I think so.
Basically, 15-point game right now.
It's the first half.
First
I
half.
feel like the second half, if Curry can step it, turn to flames.
Steve Kerr is also not coaching tonight again because of COVID.
Yeah, we also got to talk about that too.
Yo,
People are catching COVID still.
Yes,
Wear your damn mask.
mask up, please, ladies and gentlemen. Mask up, all right.
Use that sanitizer as well.
Wash your hands.
For sure.
You know, Lysol up, Lysol, Clorox, everything. Wipe everything down because COVID is still here. COVID is not going anywhere. Please take care of yourself. All right.
Don't second guess if it's allergies or not. Just go get tested.
Go get tested. Make sure. Do your due diligence. All right, people.
All right, bros. I think
But let's wrap it up.
we're all set.
Nah,
Yes.
definitely. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all, sticking with us.
Yes.
Go ahead and hit that like button. Comment
Subscribe.
below. We want to hear what you guys got to say, definitely.
Absolutely. Tune into the Instagram post as well.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
No Crab Podcast.
Yes.
Be on the lookout next week. We got some NFL talk.
Yes,
Schedule being
dropping
released.
soon.
It's time to talk about my bills.
All right. We're going to get there.
Nah, we gonna have to cut this off now.
Don't
Time to
I
talk
don't hear
about my bills.
I don't want to hear that. No
Don't
more.
forget to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
We appreciate y'all.